Rachel's the new Obama. The first black lead on the Bachelor franchise.
We do need a new Obama somewhere.
I know, it's true. Hi everybody and welcome back to Two Gay Mats. It's Matt Palmer.
And it's Matt Steele.
And today, since you guys enjoyed our underrated faves,
it was an adorable video.
It was great, and I got to really express my love for Mood Ring, which I've been meaning to do for a long time.
The world has been waiting to hear your thoughts on Mood Ring.
The world needed to know that Mood Ring was underrated. So today we're going to have a reprise of that video, but now we're actually going to discuss underrated TV and film.
Yeah, especially because I'm a movie person. Like,
are you? Do you like movies?
I love them.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Do you act?
I do. www.mattsteeleonline.com.
Oh my goodness. So would you like to start, or would you like me to start?
I'll start. This is my forte. Now, I'll start with my underrated TV show. Okay. Because TV is not my forte. I don't watch much of it now.
He doesn't watch anything that's not Big Brother.
Pretty much.
At the moment.
So, our Canadian viewers will not think this is underrated. The Canadian viewers will
God, I think I know what this is.
But a show that the people of the United States of America need to learn to appreciate and do not give enough credit to is the very first and best teen drama of all time.
The OC says I.
Excuse me.
The OC's iconic.
The OC would be nowhere, would be nothing without Degrassi, the pioneer television show that showcased teen issues and teen drama, that showed issues with no biases, was not preachy, just showed things like it was, and expressed through the different characters.
Well, we have Drake, is that not enough?
I mean, thank you for Degrassi for Drake, but thank you Degrassi for telling us what to do when we maybe get our first period in math class.
You're not gonna get a period. Spoiler!
You never know.
I'm pretty sure.
You don't know, my body is surprising. Degrassi originated with the kids of Degrassi Street in like 1979, I think. Then, I think in 1985, it started as Degrassi Junior High, dealt with junior high issues. Then, in 1988, I believe, to 1992, it became Degrassi High. Then, it went on a little bit of a hiatus. One of the characters in the original Degrassi Junior High had a baby. They brought the show back in 2000 or 2001, I think, as Degrassi The Next Generation, where that baby who was born was one of the main characters in Degrassi The Next Generation. And Degrassi The Next Generation is still going on to this day.
Where? Is it on Netflix?
It's on Netflix now, whatever. It used to be on Teen Nick. It has endured since the late 70s, early 80s, and it is brilliant. It's a giant array of characters.
You should say was. You don't watch this show now.
Okay, I've fallen off on the show, but I still have love for it. My love for it still runs deep. I have cried during many episodes. The show kind of goes like this. Honestly, Degrassi High from 1988 to 1992 was incredible. Like, brilliant.
Where did you watch it? What was it on?
Oh, I have it on DVD.
Oh.
Yeah, and just binge it. It's really fantastic. Like, a little cheesy in some parts, but really the characters are so interesting. The kids are so real, which is great. They're not like in the USA teen drama shows where everyone's like gorgeous or like super edgy, or they're like, oh my god, there's drugs and blah, blah. It's like so dramatic.
There are drugs on Degrassi.
Yeah, but it's dealt with in a more realistic way. It's not glamorized like how it is in the OC. Or
you haven't seen the OC. Do not judge it. You've seen like one second of it. It's an excellent show, and it's not on my list, but it's iconic and much better than this like JK like grown-up Sesame Street nonsense.
It is not grown-up Sesame. Degrassi's incredible.
It's not for everyone.
It's incredible.
It's not for everyone.
It's so simple, so sophisticated.
Well, we'll start with mine then. I will start with a show that I've mentioned on this channel before.
Happy endings.
Yes, happy endings.
Crying about happy endings as usual.
Hey! I have something to say.
Oh,
I gave you your time to speak, so please, if you could not
you rolled your eyes.
Yeah, well, you can sit there and roll your eyes silently. That would be lovely. Thank you. So, Happy Endings is the best show that's ever been created. It is essentially if Friends took place in Chicago, had a black person and a gay person, it would be like this, and it's just a little bit updated. It's like less, like when we watch Friends now, there's sometimes you're watching and you're like, ooh, that's not really appropriate anymore. But there's none of that with Happy Endings because it's so much newer and everyone is represented, and it's just a show that's so goofy and so specific, very quick with the pop culture references. So if you're a fan of something like 30 Rock, Happy Endings could very much be up your alley. There's a character named Penny Hartz, portrayed by the iconic Casey Wilson.
I do like Casey Wilson.
And she is such a brilliant and underrated comedic actress. And I just feel like she, as well as all the other cast members, David Wayne Jr. especially is also incredible on that show. Just, they have such beautiful camaraderie, but it's never like cheesy. It's just always a lot of fun, and like, this is the kind of group of people you'd want to be friends with now, not in the 90s. And I love Friends, no shade to Friends, but it just really deserved more of a shot than it got. It only got 3 seasons. Season 2 is the pinnacle. Season 2 is like the perfect season. Season 3 is good, but it just gets a little goofy. Walks the line of you love them and they're wonderful, but they're also all horrible people, but they're really funny, and like, it's just the kind of sitcom that needs to be made. It's
the best sitcoms are the ones where they're all kind of horrible.
Yes.
But like, good enough, but a little horrible.
And you can see yourself in all of them. You're like, oh my god, I'm a little horrible too.
I know.
I love it.
So the next one is actually my favorite movie of all time.
Okay.
So my favorite genre / era of film is the late 80s, early 90s family-friendly comedy. It's like Sister Act, Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, A League of Their Own. Stuff that...
I don't think I've seen any of those.
Oh god! There's such a simplicity about them, and they can appeal to all ages while not pandering. They're everything movies should be. This to me is the epitome of that. It is a Ron Howard movie called Parenthood, starring Steve Martin and Diane Reese.
Steve Martin.
Oh my, hold on, I have the DVD. So Parenthood is my favorite movie of all time. It's just about a family just doing what things family does. There's really no plot, but it's so well done. The performances are brilliant.
Is it a comedy?
It's a comedy. Jason Robards deserved an Oscar for his performance in this. I honestly really have nothing to say about it except it's brilliant. Like, it's just so good. It's the movie I've seen more than any other movie in the entire world. I've definitely watched it over 100 times.
Over 100
Yes, I
times?
guarantee you I've seen it over 100 times in full.
And you enjoyed it?
Yes.
I couldn't watch any. I couldn't even watch Mean Girls that many times.
You would love this. I'm telling
Would
you.
I?
You really would. It's wonderful.
Where would you put Home Alone on the list of these kind of movies?
Oh, it's up there. Home Alone, Hocus Pocus, like...
Ooh, I hate Hocus Pocus.
Dying to Fire.
I hate it. But if there's an overrated video, that will be my #1.
It's just my favorite movie of my favorite era of film. That's all I have to say about it.
That's nice.
Check it out.
Parenthood available now. They're not paying us for this. Put that down. So my second favorite TV. I don't have any movies because all the movies I like, everyone likes, so it's fine. My second favorite underrated TV show is a TV show that just premiered last summer, and I feel like people enjoyed it, but I wanted people to enjoy it and discuss it as much as they discussed Big Little Lies, because that is also excellent. But Issa Rae's Insecure is just a brilliant TV show for a plethora of reasons. She obviously started on YouTube. She had a show called The Awkward Black Girl, I believe is that what her show is called? It's definitely what her book is called. And so she has an HBO show entitled Insecure. She plays the lead character. She has this best friend Molly who's kind of like looking for love in all the wrong places, which, you know, Matt Steele can understand. And their friendship is really the core of it all, but she's also going through drama with her boyfriend who she's been with for a long time, and she feels like he's kind of stagnated in his career and like in their romantic life. Rarely have I felt such an impact at the end of a season. Like that finale of that season, like will slap you in the face.
Like emotional?
It'll just be like, you're not crying, but you're just like, you're aghast.
Okay.
And so I'm excited for season 2. Really well done, really great performances from everyone, and like it's nice to see so many different types of black people on television and like really showing you that, like, you know, you can have more than one black person on a cast and like the show can be amazing.
Really?
I know.
I didn't know that.
It's such a surprise. It's just another show where you can very much identify with the characters. They're very three-dimensional, very real, and it's like discussing issues that don't regularly get discussed on TV. And I mean, I do feel like it had a following. People liked it, but I want the world to like it. Like, it needs to win every Emmy ever, so.
Okay, well,
everyone watch
all the Emmy voters that are watching,
yes,
vote for Insecure.
Yes.
My final underrated film is actually a trilogy. A trilogy.
Lord of the Rings.
A trilogy that people enjoy but don't take seriously enough as great cinematic art. The High School Musical trilogy.
Oh yes, darling.
Is fun and sometimes stupid and sometimes ridiculous and sometimes silly, but I love movie musicals more than anything, and I'm very critical of the quality of movie musical. High School Musical, as ridiculous and frivolous as it seems on the outside, is brilliant. It is brilliantly done. Brilliant. The technical cinematic elements of the High School Musical.
It's Kenny Ortega, right? Like,
yes,
so
he knows what he's doing. Kenny Ortega is my favorite director of all time.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, his films have such a polish, yet such a lightness, and they don't take themselves too seriously. Be like, oh, this is so serious. Obviously, he directed High School Musical. But like, the third High School Musical movie is mind-blowingly brilliant.
It's great.
Because it has everything you could want. It has the brilliant cinematic elements like cinematography, directing, editing, the costumes, the art direction, the damn sound, like the score is.
Did it get nominated
so
for any
good.
Oscars?
No, of course not. But it should have. It deserved all the nominations. But then it also just has the ridiculousness of and the campiness of being High School Musical. With High School Musical, you have to take it both seriously and not think too much about it.
I have a question.
Yes, what's the question?
Does Vanessa Hudgens' performance take you out of it in any of the movies?
No, it does not. It's High School. The first two are made for TV Disney movies.
But still,
who cares? Who cares? And the third one, she's great. I'm telling you.
I've never seen one and thought she was great.
I think she's fine.
She's the weak link for me in those movies.
I would not agree with that.
Who do you think's the weak link?
I'm not saying.
That first one looks like it's shot in a camcorder.
I mean, but hey, it's brilliantly done.
That always took me out of it. I was like, why
What
does
do
it
you
look
shot on
so
a
cheap?
cam-
It looks like it was like a VHS, like someone's just like, all right, go now, kids.
Literally, the budget was nothing compared to the second two.
I understand it, but it's just like, woo. They couldn't get the budget up a little.
No, that is
a nice camera for a week. My final TV show is a little bit more on the drama side. Still definitely a dramedy. I love a dramedy. We all know this.
Oh, dramedies are great.
The United States of Terror stars Queen Toni Collette.
She is a queen.
Oh my gosh! It just is a showcase for her acting. And I'm not Matt Steele. I'm not someone who's like obsessed with like an actor being the best performance of all time. But if you don't know anything about the show, she is a person who struggles with DID, which is, I think, dissociative identity disorder. It used to be like split personalities, but basically she has these alters. So she is, a working mom in a lovely family. Her daughter is a pre-Academy Award Brie Larson. And she basically has different personalities. Like, one is a teenager, one is like a guy who's like a truck driver. He's like a truck driver kind of guy, and like, and more Alter Shapiro as the series go on. But just to see her switch on a fucking dime from being one person to someone else is a sight to behold. And it's like, it's from Diablo Cody. She's the executive producer. Steven Spielberg was involved, and I think the lady who runs Transparent now also was involved with the United States of Terror. And so a lot of it is just a vehicle for how amazing Toni Collette is and like what a brilliant actress she is, and like, but also the storylines really pull you. It's just the story of a dysfunctional family that's being held together by a matriarch who is different people depending on the day. It's just a beautiful show that is just something that should have been on the air a little longer. I think there was more to be told in that story. It also ended after 3 seasons. It was on Showtime. By the end of it, people weren't watching it as much, but I believe she did win an Emmy for her performance.
She did, yes.
As she fucking deserved to, because she was doing all the heavy lifting on that show and doing a brilliant job of it. I feel like she is quite the underrated actress.
Oh yeah.
I just want more Toni Collette in my life because she is an actress to behold. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Right below, tell us what your underrated favorite TV shows or films are. We'd love to read about them. Are they as good as United States of Terror? Probably not, but it's okay.
And tell us why you think they're underrated, because things can be underrated for like different reasons.
True.
Like High School Musical obviously is not an unseen thing,
right,
but like I think it's underrated in terms of what the quality is.
Well, yes, at least the third one. Make sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at 2GayMats and at Matt Power Music.
And it's Matt Steele.
And we'll see you soon with a brand new 2Gay Mats.
Bye guys.
Bye everybody.
We love you. Happy viewing.